Welcome to today's video, a Nancy Meyers-inspired garden oasis for a charming modern cottage garden. If you've ever watched a Nancy Meyers film and felt captivated by the cozy homes, timeless details, and effortlessly charming settings, you're about to discover how to bring that same magic into your garden. Together, we'll explore the art of creating a space that feels cinematic, romantic, and deeply personal, an oasis that blends cottage charm with modern elegance. Stay with us until the very end, because we'll walk step by step through design ideas, planting inspiration, and styling secrets that will completely transform how you see your outdoor space. By the time we finish, you'll have all the tools and creativity you need to turn your own garden into a Nancy Meyers-inspired haven that feels like a storybook brought to life. One. The vision of a Nancy Meyers-inspired garden. The first step in creating a Nancy Meyers-inspired garden oasis for a charming modern cottage garden is to embrace the cinematic warmth that her films are known for. Nancy Meyers often crafts spaces that feel effortlessly elegant, welcoming, and timeless. Translating this into your garden means combining natural textures, subtle romance, and cozy touches that feel like an extension of the home itself. This vision sets the foundation for everything that follows. A key element of this design is creating a sense of lived-in charm, much like a film set where every corner has personality. For a Nancy Meyers-inspired garden, this means curating spaces where beauty meets function. Imagine a garden bench draped in climbing roses, or a gravel pathway that crunches underfoot as you wander to your potting shed. Every detail tells a story of elegance, yet with an approachable warmth. Unlike a purely formal garden, a cottage garden infused with Nancy Meyers' aesthetic balances structure with spontaneity. The goal is to create a space that feels layered, personal, and deeply comforting. Flowers, greenery, and design elements should appear effortless, as though they've naturally grown into place over time. This is the charm that makes such a garden unforgettable and endlessly inviting. Two. The cottage pathways and entrances. To capture a Nancy Meyers-inspired garden oasis for a charming modern cottage garden, the pathways and entrances must invite exploration. Imagine stepping out of your cottage door into a gravel path edged with lavender or boxwood, creating a scene that feels lifted from one of Meyers' beloved films. These pathways are not just functional, they are experiences designed to slow you down and immerse you in the charm of the garden. entrances play a vital role in setting the tone for your outdoor haven. A simple white garden gate, perhaps adorned with climbing hydrangeas or clematis, instantly transports you into a whimsical world. These touches make the garden feel curated, cinematic, and personal. Nancy Meyers' magic lies in elevating the everyday, and your garden entrance should embody this principle with grace and charm. Even small pathways can feel transformative when layered with thoughtful details. Using crushed stone, brick, or stepping stones bordered by wildflowers helps ground the design in authenticity. Lighting along these paths, such as soft lanterns or fairy lights, adds evening enchantment. Together, these elements create not just a way to navigate the garden, but a romantic journey through your private oasis. Three, the heart of the garden, seating and gathering spaces. A Nancy Meyers-inspired garden is incomplete without places to linger, converse, and create memories. The heart of a Nancy Meyers-inspired garden oasis for a charming modern cottage garden lies in its seating areas. Whether it's a small bistro table tucked under a tree or a spacious outdoor dining table, these spots are designed for connection, relaxation, and enjoying the beauty around you. In true Nancy Meyers style, furniture choices should feel timeless yet inviting. Think wrought iron chairs softened with linen cushions, or wooden benches weathered by sun and rain. These pieces should whisper stories of many gatherings, family dinners, quiet mornings with coffee, and late-night talks under twinkling lights. The right seating makes the garden feel both elegant and lived in. Beyond the furniture itself, the placement of these spaces matters just as much. Nestling a table beside fragrant herbs, surrounding a lounge with flowering shrubs, or creating a cozy corner under a pergola enhances the sense of intimacy. This blending of natural elements with human comfort epitomizes the Nancy Meyers aesthetic, spaces that are practical, beautiful, and endlessly charming. 4. Planting for romance and simplicity. The soul of a Nancy Meyers-inspired garden oasis for a charming modern cottage garden is undeniably found in its plants. The selections should feel timeless, abundant, and just a little wild. Roses, peonies, lavender, and hydrangeas are essential choices, offering lush colors and intoxicating scents. These blooms embody romance, creating a soft, layered atmosphere that feels like stepping into a movie scene. While flowers take center stage, greenery plays an equally vital role in grounding the design. Boxwood hedges, climbing ivy, and ornamental grasses provide structure and balance against the floral abundance. This interplay between blooms and foliage makes the garden feel curated without appearing overly manicured. Nancy Meyers' style thrives in this equilibrium of order and spontaneity. Seasonal layering ensures that the garden feels alive all year. Spring bulbs like tulips and daffodils give way to summer roses and autumn dahlias. Even in winter, evergreen shrubs and subtle textures maintain beauty. This rhythm of change keeps the garden engaging, much like the evolving scenes in a film, where every detail matters and every season tells a new story. Five. Subtle luxuries, details that elevate the space. What makes a Nancy Meyers-inspired garden oasis for a charming modern cottage garden truly special are the understated luxuries woven into the design. A vintage bird bath, a classic stone fountain, or terracotta pots filled with herbs add layers of detail. These elements don't overpower but enhance the charm, echoing the way Meyers films elevate ordinary spaces into something extraordinary. Textures play a vital role in shaping the atmosphere. Crisp white linens on an outdoor table, wicker baskets filled with fresh flowers, or weathered clay pots lined against a cottage wall bring tactile beauty. Each detail feels thoughtful yet unpretentious, creating a lived-in aesthetic that resonates with warmth and nostalgia. This layering of detail is quintessential Nancy Meyers design philosophy. Lighting is another subtle yet transformative detail. String lights woven through trellises, lanterns glowing softly at dusk, and candles flickering on tabletops create an enchanting ambience. These touches not only enhance beauty but also set the mood for intimate gatherings. It's the cinematic magic of light that turns an ordinary garden evening into a memory worth cherishing. Six. Blending indoors and outdoors seamlessly. One of the hallmarks of a Nancy Meyers-inspired garden oasis for a charming modern cottage garden is the seamless connection between indoor and outdoor spaces. Large windows that open to garden views, French doors that lead to a patio, or kitchen herbs grown just steps away blur the line between home and nature. This integration makes the garden feel like a true extension of the home's charm. 'Decorating the transition spaces adds an extra layer of character. A sunroom filled with wicker furniture and potted geraniums, or a covered porch with soft throws and lanterns, bridges the indoors with the outdoors. These spaces invite you to linger and enjoy both worlds simultaneously, capturing the effortless elegance that defines Nancy Meyers' design style. Ultimately, the garden should feel like a continuation of your home's personality. Cozy corners, charming pathways, and lush plantings mirror the warmth inside your cottage. The result is an environment that tells one continuous story, a sanctuary where life flows easily between indoors and outdoors, capturing the very essence of Nancy Meyers' cinematic beauty. Seven. Garden rooms, creating intimate zones. A hallmark of a Nancy Meyers-inspired garden oasis for a charming modern cottage garden is the creation of distinct garden rooms. These intimate zones allow you to experience the garden in layers, much like stepping from one beautifully designed set to another. From a cozy nook under a tree to a dining terrace wrapped in climbing roses, each space offers its own personality and purpose. Designing garden rooms means using natural dividers like hedges, trellises, or rows of tall flowers. These elements frame each space without feeling rigid or overly formal. Nancy Meyers' aesthetic thrives in this sense of casual separation, giving each area a function, yet maintaining the overall flow. This creates curiosity and delight as you wander through the different corners of the garden. Whether it's a reading bench surrounded by lavender or a pergola for outdoor dining, each room should feel like a retreat. These spaces transform your garden from a single area into a collection of experiences, each one designed to nurture connection, rest, or inspiration. This layering of purpose and design is what makes the garden feel cinematic and deeply personal. (8) The role of water and movement. To enhance a Nancy Meyers-inspired garden oasis for a charming modern cottage garden, introducing elements of water brings a sense of serenity and life. A small fountain, a bird bath, or even a rustic stone basin creates both visual beauty and the soothing sound of gentle trickling. These details invite relaxation and echo the sense of calm so often present in Nancy Meyers' storytelling. Movement in the garden goes beyond water. The way ornamental grasses sway in the breeze, or the flutter of butterflies over lavender blooms, brings the design to life. Nancy Meyers' films thrive on subtle moments, and in a garden, these natural movements become part of the narrative, reminding us that beauty is found in quiet, fleeting details. Incorporating water and movement also balances stillness with energy. A peaceful seating area near a bubbling fountain, or a garden gate where vines shift gently in the wind, feels alive yet calming. This harmony creates a space that nurtures both the senses and the spirit, embodying the romantic tranquility of a cottage garden oasis. 9. Seasonal styling and everyday beauty. One of the secrets to a Nancy Meyers-inspired garden oasis for a charming modern cottage garden is celebrating the everyday beauty of each season. Spring blossoms, summer abundance, autumn harvests, and even winter evergreens all deserve a place in the design. Each season offers a chance to refresh the mood of the garden, just as changing decor adds new charm to a cozy home interior. Seasonal styling doesn't need to be complicated. In spring, fill terracotta pots with tulips and daffodils. In summer, add linen tablecloths and fresh herbs. Autumn might invite plaid throws on benches, while winter welcomes lanterns glowing against evergreens. These touches help the garden remain visually engaging and emotionally comforting throughout the year. Embracing everyday beauty also means appreciating small, imperfect moments. A single rose leaning across a pathway or the golden glow of sunlight on hydrangea petals feels cinematic in its own way. Nancy Meyers' design philosophy thrives in these details, the things that make a garden feel alive, approachable, and authentically beautiful. (10) Personal touches and storytelling. The final layer of a Nancy Meyers-inspired garden oasis for a charming modern cottage garden is your personal touch. Just as Meyers films reflect relatable lives, your garden should reflect your story. Maybe it's a collection of ceramic pots from your travels, or a hammock where you read your favorite novels. These details transform the space from beautiful to unforgettable. Storytelling is woven into every corner of the garden. A rustic ladder used as a trellis, a weathered bench inherited from family, or a hand-painted sign pointing to the herb bed, these elements speak to your unique history. They give the garden character, and like scenes in a movie, they layer meaning into the design. These personal touches also ensure your garden feels lived in and loved. A Nancy Meyers-inspired space is never sterile, it's filled with warmth, memory, and intention. By embracing your own story and weaving it into the design, you create not just a garden, but a sanctuary that resonates with authenticity and charm. Conclusion: living the Nancy Meyers dream. In the end, a Nancy Meyers-inspired garden oasis for a charming modern cottage garden is about more than flowers, pathways, or decor. It's about creating a space that feels cinematic yet personal, elegant yet approachable. A garden where every detail, from the roses climbing the fence to the lanterns glowing at dusk, contributes to a story of comfort and beauty. This kind of garden doesn't need to be grand to feel magical. What makes it extraordinary is the way it blends practicality with romance, design with memory, and home with nature. Each corner holds an invitation to pause, breathe, and savor life's simplest pleasures, whether it's morning coffee among the lavender or laughter around an evening table. By embracing the Nancy Meyers-inspired aesthetic, you create not only a garden but an experience, a living film set where your own life unfolds as the central story. This is the true essence of a charming modern cottage garden, timeless, heartfelt, and endlessly inspiring.